Hello, I'm Claire Louise Hay from BeHealing.com. I've made some new love readings for you water signs. So Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces, these ones are for you. I've done past, present and future. So the past part of these readings is about some significant point in your past that has something to do with the love story that you've got going on at the moment. It could be a long time ago in the past. It could be a relationship you had a long time ago, even childhood kind of stuff. But it has a significant impact in what's going on at the moment. I'm going to go into the present, which is about, of course, what's going on now, but in depth, what's behind all of that, not just plain what's going on or what's not going on at the moment for you. And then the future part of it is going to be in a deeper dive, so an extended reading. So if you find that the past part and the present part is your story and you want to get that future part of it, then toward the end of each of these readings, I'll be popping a link for that up above and also in the description box and in the comments as well. And that's where you can also find your timestamps as well to jump ahead to your reading. And so I've done Cancer, Scorpio and Pisces here, and yep, you can fast forward to those links. This is a timeless reading, so whenever you get into it is good. Don't forget to click like on this video as you're watching it. Leave a comment as well. Love hearing from you guys. Let me know if you like this new format and you want me to keep going on this. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year. I do love pick a card reads. I do these star sign love reads as well in the same kind of style as my pick a card read, and I also go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. Would love to see you in there and give you a mini read, so come along sometime. You can find that by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. You'll see the next show laying in wait. So enjoy your reading. I will see you in there. Cancer, so we're going to do your love reading now. I'm going to do past, present and future. The past part of it is a significant point in time in the past that has something to do with what's going on in your love life at the moment. And so it could be from long ago, it could be about a relationship. Well, we'll see, shall we? But it's significant to what this reading is about. The present is not just about the present, because you know what's going on in your love life, or not what's not going on in your love life at the moment. It's what's really behind that. And so the future part of it, what's coming up for you, is going to be in a deeper dive. It's going to be in an extended reading. So if you find that the past and the present is your thing, then you might want to get that. And so toward the end of this reading, I'll pop a link for that extended deeper dive read up there. You can also find a link for that in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get you some cards out. First of all, generally, what is this reading about for Cancer? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and you cross watchers as well. The Noble One. Always doing the right thing, Cancer, even though it might not get you what you want in relationships. I'm getting a feeling like I'm talking to some Cancer signs here that have got a very strong sense of morals in themselves, and it doesn't necessarily always get you what you want in love. How interesting. Let's find out more. Road less travel, so it's quite unique. Yeah, you do it differently than other people. And let's see if that works out for you, if it works against you. Because I'm just getting this feeling that it's working against you at the moment. Communicating turbulence. Right, so you might be a peacemaker, Cancer. You are, aren't you? You take care of people really well as well. So that could be, it could be a kind of a lack of aggression or a lack of confrontation. The way that you're communicating when there's turbulence, when there's rough waters. Something going on there. You're doing it differently than everyone else, and it might not, I'm just feeling like it's not working out for you in your love life. Well, let's find out then. At some significant point in the past for Cancer, tell us about this. The Star. Wishes, hopeful, that kind of an energy. So you had some wishes, you were hopeful that they were going to be met. 3 of Pentacles, teacher and learning. Right, so maybe you were in a relationship, Cancer, where you were kind of the teacher, or you were kind of hopeful that someone was going to, your partner was going to learn. Perhaps they weren't at the same kind of emotional intelligence level as you, and you were hoping that they were going to learn and you could teach them, and that they were kind of moldable to learning those skills with you, and maybe it didn't go so good. The star, tell us about the star. So, you know, people can learn for sure, but they got to want to learn themselves, right? They've got to choose. They've got to recognize that there's something that's not working for them, and then choose to learn, and then they'll learn. But if someone else is to say, oh, there's this thing and you could actually have it better, if they haven't got to come to that conclusion themselves, then they're unlikely to learn that thing. The star, you're hopeful anyway, Ace of Voices, that you could have had a wiser start with this person, that your wishes could become fulfilled. You were hopeful that they were going to learn something. Let's find out what's behind that. But so you're wishing to have this really positive start with this person. You saw the potential in them, and always, you know, be careful when you fall in love with someone's potential. But it didn't pan out, did it? So the truth is behind that. Yeah, Ace of Voices can be that very truthful start. So you did think that you were kind of on a same page soul level with this person, and that they had it in them to be on the same path as you, is what it feels like. And hopeful about that, they had it in them, but then they didn't do it, and it's because they hadn't chosen to do it. People will only learn something new once something isn't working for them anymore. And how isn't something working for them anymore? Well, when you're in conflict in a relationship and your partner's blowing up at you, then you might think, I don't really like this. But then if you're in relationship with a Cancer who is really nice, really gentle, really caring, never blowing up, never confronting when I'm doing this wrong thing, I'm sweet. Like, there's not a problem here, because Cancer is taking the hit of that. They are, being the mediator kind of thing. That, you know what I mean? I think that you've been taking not the hit of it, but not giving them correct feedback, right? And so a partner who, say, is doing the wrong thing, just emotionally, I'm not saying like really bad things, but they aren't emotionally intelligent, and say the way that they're handling something isn't the best, they're better to have the correct feedback. So for someone to be in their face saying, no, you don't do that, I'm going to leave you, rather than someone who's teaching them. Because someone that's teaching them, they're not going to get it. They're not going to have the will to get it. Do you understand? They're not going to have the motivation to want to learn something if they're not getting negative consequences. It's just the way we are as humans. If you're not getting negative consequences from it, you're not going to learn. Now, look at that in yourself, Cancer. How did you learn all of the emotional intelligent stuff? Was it because you just naturally had emotional intelligent parents and they taught it to you? Probably not. Was it because you had really hard times in life and it just got worse and worse, and it hurt so bad that you wanted to do something about it? Probably that one, right? And so we always have to have like a negative consequences in order to change it, right? So think of anything. Like if you are, say, eating sugar all the time, and your mum and your dad tell you, oh, that's not good for you, you know, it'll rot your teeth or it'll make you fat or whatever. If you're not getting those negative consequences, you ain't going to change what you're doing. Now, well, maybe then you start having to go to the dentist, then you might think, maybe I shouldn't eat so much sugar. If you end up overweight, maybe not even then you would do it, but then if there was health complications from being overweight, then you might think, maybe I shouldn't eat so much sugar, right? We don't change. We don't have any motivation to change unless we have some negative consequences. And I'm getting the feeling that in relationship, you're just too nice. You're too nice, so that they're never, even if they did have the potential, and everyone has a potential to learn and grow, but even if they did, you weren't giving them the right circumstances, the correct feedback in order to do it. You don't have to be the teacher in a relationship. It's okay to go, hey, that's not on, you know? In a forceful way, in a way that gives them Yeah, correct feedback, but I'm trying to say more than that. I'm trying to say your displeasure. It's okay to voice your displeasure in a relationship. If you want someone to have good relationship skills and hold them to that, then you need to, within a relationship, communicate and express your displeasure when they don't do that, rather than like just be in the relationship giving that feedback, rather than taking a step back from that and being the teacher. That's you not being in the relationship, that's you being a teacher. And we shouldn't be teachers, nor parents, nor caregivers in relationships. We should be a partner, the ones giving feedback rather than the ones teaching. So Three of Pentacles, we've got the teacher here. Closed heart and strength. Well, it's your strength to be that. Cancer, you're so loving and giving, and you've got that strength to be that, yes. But do that in your work. Don't do it in romantic relationships. Don't do it in any kind of relationships, in fact, apart from work relationships, or if you're an actual teacher, because it closes your heart down. It closes your heart down. You can't be. This is when people think that you're a nag then, you know. If you're trying to be a teacher to your partner, they don't want that. They want a partner, not a teacher. So even if you see a need for them to learn something, it's still not your place to do that within a romantic relationship. Point it out, yes, with your, along with your displeasure in it. And if that displeasure is bad enough for them, then they might want to learn. So it closed your heart down, frosted your heart over being in that dynamic. And of course, then you would have felt like a failure as well, you know, because you didn't manage to do it. Well, you can't manage to do it within relationships because it's not a relationship then. It's a different kind of relationship. A teacher-student relationship is a different kind of relationship. It's not a romantic partnership. What's behind this? So when you were feeling the turbulence inside, you weren't communicating that correctly. You might have brought it up, but in a very soft, teacher-like fashion, as a therapist, in a therapist kind of way, not as a partner kind of way. Make sense? What's behind that was new day. Right. So it's like you thought that they were the ones learning. You were the one learning. You were the one that learning about this in this situation. Now you might have not, I don't know how long ago this was, but you might not have got that full lesson yet. You might have got a lot of the parts about it and got an inkling that there was something wrong there, of course, but you might not have seen clearly that this teacher dynamic is what was going on. Not just the teacher dynamic, it's just the way of approach as a therapist or a teacher is not the right approach within a relationship to motivate change. What else in the past? This one. What else in the past? You've got manifesting miracles. So you were really hopeful about this person. You saw a great future, and there could have been a great future with them. Yeah. You might have been right that they had the potential to learn, and they might in the future have learned. Have you ever experienced that? And maybe you experienced that with this person, is that you go out with someone, you don't have a very good time with them, they don't make those changes, they don't do the things, and then you break up with them, and then 6 months later you find out they're getting married and they're as happy as ever, and then they've done that thing, and you're like, what the hell? I was the one helping them with that. Have you had that experience? Was this experience with this person? Because if that's the case, then that new partner would have just been straight up with them and given them good reason to learn that thing. Teaching them doesn't help people, not in romantic relationships. Giving them correct feedback with the turbulence. Like, why the hell are you doing that? I'm not putting up with that. I will leave you. That will motivate them to want to learn it. And if you've already fueled them with the kind of the learning, like they knew where to go to straight away because you were trying to teach them, then that could be why. If you got married straight away afterwards or something, and the behavior was changed, it could be why. Oh, you got to breathe through the tension. So it was difficult. This was a difficult relationship, tense for you, very frustrating for you because they just weren't getting it. Just weren't getting it. Now, yeah, very well, you could have seen this person like go off and get it with the next person. And where all this truth is coming out, you did see the potential in them. Of course they had it in them. They weren't that far off from it, but they didn't make that change, whatever it was. You had great chemistry with this person as well. It was very promising. It was very promising. You could have had a great relationship with this person, just if you'd have been a partner to them rather than a teacher to them. And, you know, I think this is a pitfall that a lot of healers, teachers can go through in romantic relationships, is doing that, taking that role instead of the partnership role. Family, wow, you might have family with this person as well. You might have wanted family with this person. It could have been a great person to have family with, and you were recognizing that, and they could have gone on to have a family with someone else shortly after they were with you as well. Because of that, you were right that they had the potential. Just your approach, that's all. And it's okay, there'll be others. It's not like you've missed your chance. You messed it up, Cancer, you missed your chance. That's not true. But you do need to learn from this and not take that role. Yeah, so they were kind of withdrawn from you and quiet with you, not responsive to that way that you were going about it. Wild abandon. I'm feeling like you just kind of gave up on this person. And probably when you gave up trying to teach, it was actually better. It will have been. It will have been better when you gave up on that, but frustrating as well for you. So where was your heart at back then, whenever it was? When was it? And what did this person go on to do afterward? Because it feels like the kind of situation where they weren't so far off your dreams coming true. But they just couldn't have that with you because of the role that you were taking with them. No one wants to be with a parent or a teacher. They want to have a romantic relationship with a partner, right? So your heart was at be in the present and dream of the future. Yeah. So you were trying to change something, and that's not a bad thing because you saw correctly what needed to change in this person for them to have a good relationship. Not just with you, but with anyone. You saw it clearly. And so, but you were in the present, but dreaming of the future. So you were thinking of it was the potential. It was the potential of this person, which, as I say, it's not altogether a wrong thing to do that, to fall in love with the potential of somebody. But like I said, they do need to have the motivation for the change themselves. They need to have experienced the negative effects of those consequences rather than just be told that they're going to have negative experiences from their behavior. When we dream, everything is possible. The good thing is, from this experience, you have told the universe very clearly, Cancer, what it is that you want in a relationship. And that's a good thing. You've got clarity on that, right? Okay. Now, what's that got to do with the present? Tell us where Cancer is at right now in the love life. Ooh, a lover. You've got someone new in your life. Someone that got your eye on. Someone coming into your life now. That could be why the guys want to talk to you about this, Cancer, so that you don't make this same mistake with this one. And it might be difficult to pull yourself from that teacher-parent kind of a role, therapist kind of a role in relationship, but new territory for you, but you need to try so that you can have a healthy relationship. So you got the Lovers, and you got the Page of Wands, you got the Tower. So exciting news coming in. Like Page of Wands can be someone asking you out on a date, that kind of thing. A Tower, so out of the blue, someone asks you out, or this is a very fresh relationship, or this is just happening at the moment, like about to happen. You've got your eye on someone, they've got their eye on you, kind of thing. Or it's very fresh. Just started dating someone or something like that, out of the blue. Let's find out more about this, the Lovers. Three of Emotions. Perhaps meeting at an event, a party, a get together. perhaps through your friends or acquaintances at work or something like that. It feels like a social gathering, meeting somebody or someone catching your eye at social gatherings. Could be somewhere you go often as well. So this is either just happened for you, it's happening for you right now. There's healing energy behind that. Uh-oh. That's not, I mean, that's usually a good thing, right? But not with what I've just said. Because if you, and I know you do, Cancer, from all the Cancerians that I know, is you want to help people, you want to nurture and love people, heal people. You might be drawn to those that have something that you know you can help them with. And that's not what you're looking for in a partner. That's what you're looking for in a customer when you're a healer or a teacher. It's what you're looking for in a student, but it's not what you're looking for in a partner. What you're looking for in a partner, Cancer, is someone that can love you right and someone that you can just love for being themselves. So, out of the blue, in comes this. Do you want to go out with me, or would you like to go to dinner or something like that? Queen of Materials and the Five of Inspiration. Now, I don't usually take cards upside down, like reversals, because I pick up the energies from the card, so I don't need to have them upside down to feel whether it's negative energy. But let's take it as the Queen of Materials upside down. So a lack of stability, a lack of focusing on success, a focus on this isn't going to go well, this is just going to be the same as the rest kind of thing. But the Five of Inspiration is practice. It's an attempt to practice. It's an opportunity to practice doing things differently. Like I said, you'll be a bit of a novice if this has always been your way to be the kind of teacherish, parentish kind of person within relationships. It's a new kind of way just to be on a level with somebody, same level as somebody. You'll have to practice that kind of thing, and that might make you feel unsuccessful, like, you know, it's a whole new way of doing relationships for you. Well, how was that other way working out for you? Because it's showing in this reading that it wasn't working out, and I know from myself it doesn't work out because I used to do it and I don't do it anymore. And yeah, so how's it working for you? Just try a different way. Try and practice that, being on a level with someone and just hanging out with them. Remember back to when you were a teenager, hanging out with your friends, where that was enough. You didn't have to teach them and all of that. It's divine timing, so it's perfect timing for this. So the things that you've been asking for in relationships, yes, you can have it, but there does need to be a change of the way that you are in relationships. Now, as I was saying from this person in the past, things need to get bad enough for us to want to make a change, right? And that goes for you too. And so has it got bad enough, what you've experienced in relationships? Has it got bad enough for you yet to want to change your approach? Is that a yes? Or do you want to do the same thing over and over again? Because if you keep on doing what you did, you're going to keep on getting what you got. People will leave you. They don't want a teacher. So let's find out more about this. It says this is divine timing for this person to come into your life now for you to practice on. It might just be a person that's not going to be a long-term relationship, but it's going to be good practice for you. You have to practice on this person. Ooh. Spicy. Wait, don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. So you're going to have to go into this romantic lovers dating kind of thing very consciously, very conscious of your old patterns, very conscious of trying a new way out. And I'm not telling you what that new way is, but it's just being on a level with someone. And if you go into it like that, like, well, what does this mean to me, being on a level with someone and just being a partner to them instead of being a parent, a teacher, or a therapist, or a carer? And as soon as you be conscious of yourself and what you're doing, and asking yourself, it could be quite tiring, but asking yourself with everything that you do and say within that, am I being a teacher, therapist here? And is there a way to be on a level with them, just be a partner? It could be, yeah, kind of tiring because of that, but take it slowly. you'll need to take it slowly so that you can be fully conscious of that. Once you get it, like once you're like, oh, okay, you know what it is? It's the I am enough. I'm enough by myself. I don't need to provide anything in a relationship. I'm enough. Just like hanging out with me is enough. Me just being myself. I don't need to teach them. I don't need to do stuff for them. And of course you will though, but you don't need to do that. You are enough. And once you've got that, once you've experienced it and practiced it, and you'll just get it. It's like, oh yeah, I'm enough as I am. I don't have to try and be good or try and impress somebody or try and teach them or, try and help them out or take them to the next level. That's the kind of stuff you do as a coach or a therapist or a teacher, right? It's not the stuff that you do in a relationship. And then you get into a relationship with someone that you love just for where they're at the moment, and it'll be good. They might have potential, yeah, but they're good as they are, and you're good as you are. And that's the difference. And through that kind of line of thinking, that's when you'll be a true partner to them rather than those other things and those other things. If you've got a desire to do that, do it in your work for sure. So think it through. Take this slowly, think it through, this one. Be very conscious of it. That's what I've just been saying. Be very conscious of every step that you take going, am I doing it again? I'm being a teacher, I am. You're going to slip up on this one, and I feel like this person that you got coming in, it isn't your long-term one, but it is someone that's going to be great to practice on. So this could be someone who's had experiences like this before. Oh, it's true love. Seriously, so no, it could turn out to be the one then, true love. Ooh. Yeah, I was just saying, like, this person could have had, could be getting attracted to teacher types and stuff like that as well. And so it might be nice for you both to explore how to be in partnership. It's going to be more respectful as a result as well. Mystery and respect. So yeah, you're going to get more respect from them. Mystery path though. True love. Is it true love or not? I don't know. I would think that you need to be in this and in any relationship open-minded, not having the thought they're my twin flame or they're my soulmate or they are the one true love, but just being open to find out whether they are and find out whether you can be that healthy relationship that grows into that. What else for Cancer at the present? You've got adventure. This is a new adventure, a new way of doing relationships. See it as that. Good timing. This is the perfect timing for you. You've got divine timing now as well. You and this person coming into each other's lives, crossing paths. This is divine timing. Irresistible to each other. But you're going to have to keep some independence in this. Don't be all in on this relationship too soon. Keep some independence, like I said. Be of that mindset of, let's see if this is the one, and let's take it really slowly because I've got to change my approach to relationships. Where's your heart at right now, Cancer? Have patience. A patient heart. You might be a little bit wary at the moment. Love is patient and kind always. You see, your kindness is still going to shine through. It's not like you're going to be the opposite of what you were before. It's just taking that role. It's just addressing the roles that you've taken on in relationships and asking yourself, is this healthy? Is this role healthy for romantic relationships? This role that I've given myself. Is this role healthy for family relationships even, or friendships? Because I would say in any personal kind of relationship, the teacher, the therapist, the helper kind of role isn't healthy. It's kind of codependency, isn't it? So have patience with yourself. There you go, Cancer. If that sounds like it is your story or could be your story, then you might want to get that deeper dive. I'm just going to do the same thing again, but for the future. So if you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below for that. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, because if you get it wrong, you won't receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder if you're on Gmail. Check in those places. In that email, you will see the links to Cancer Scorpio and Pisces. And of course, click on Cancer, click on the other ones as well if you've watched those videos and you've got some of that in your chart, or that's who you're interested in. And you will download a PDF there. In that PDF there will be a picture of a video. When you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, Cancer. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. Tell me what this is all about. Is that your experience? Or just say hello, because it helps my YouTube channel out when you leave those comments. Let me know if you like this new format as well of doing these readings, and I'll keep going doing them too. Click on that subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every day of the year. I do these. I do pick a card reads as well, love readings, and I go live 3 times a week in a psychic cafe show where I do mini reads for donations. Would love to see you come along to that. You can find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there, and you'll see it, and you can see when it is in your time zone. You can click on set a reminder and come along. Would love to see you. So Cancer, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this, and if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for your cross watchers as well. For Scorpios, this one's for you. Let's do your past, present, future reading about your love life. Now the past is going to be about some point in the past that is significant to what's going on in your love life at the moment. And the present, of course, is about the present and what's all behind that and what's really going on behind the scenes and all of that. And the future part is going to be in a deeper dive, so an extended reading that goes with this. So if you find that the past part and the present part is your bag, it is your thing that's going on, you might want to get that future part of it too. If that is the case and you want that, toward the end of this reading, I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments. So I'll start you off with some general cards first about what this reading is about, what's going on in your love life. Still a while. So I'm going through a bit of a dry patch at the moment, Scorpio. Not a lot happening, stillness, waiting on something, waiting on someone, waiting for change to happen, not meeting anyone new, that kind of thing. Still a while. What's going on with Scorpio? Sun, Moon, Rising. Play. Being playful, taking it lightly. Okay, so you could be taking relationships lightly, or not really meeting someone that you want to settle down with and just meeting people that are fun but not really your thing. What's going on here? Flow and journey. So things are in the flow, but it's not exactly what you want is what I'm getting. And it's a journey toward what it is that you want. Don't worry about it. So it feels to me like you are attracting kind of light-hearted kind of things, but not really what you want. Not really the seriousness of a relationship that you want. Let's find out. So Scorpio's past, some point in the past that has some relevance to this reading. Now this could also be a player kind of an energy as well. You might keep on meeting people and then finding out that they're players or they're not serious about it. You're having fun with them, but then it turns out it's more than that, they're a player. Manifesting. You manifested something in the past. What did you manifest? Tell us more for Scorpio. It's too many. Tell us more for Scorpio. 8 of Pentacles, someone that was hard work. Someone that had to put a lot of work into it. 8 of Pentacles, but you reap rewards from it. So you manifested something good. Seemed promising. It was promising. There was good. It was a good relationship is what I'm feeling. The Magician, what did you manifest? Something good, but then you change your mind about it. So this is a kind of a relationship that you manifested. You asked for it, you got it, and it was good. It might have lasted quite a few years. Could be talking about 6-7 year relationship here. But then you change your mind about it. It wasn't enough. This is a successful relationship. Successful relationships don't last forever. They might, perhaps, if we get into them when we're older. But I would say that a successful relationship is any relationship that we get into that we feel loved in to a certain extent, to a certain point, and that we learn from it and we become more of who we are, and we know ourselves more, and we grow from it. That's a successful relationship. So any kind of relationship, especially when you get to the point of changing your mind about it, this isn't really for me, that means that you've grown, right? You grow apart with people, and that's okay. It would be very rare, I would say, to meet someone that your paths are going to be along the same lines for a very long time. It's all good. See, it's okay. It's all good. So if you've been thinking like, why was it a failure? I'm not getting it was a failure at all. It was just for the timing that it was about. It was just for you to get to that next stage of your life and of yourself. 8 of Pentacles, you put the work in. Yeah. Not necessarily hard work, but it was working as well. You reaped rewards from it, the 8 of Pentacles shows. So it was a good relationship. Muse of Materials, yeah, it was very stable. Good. You had a good relationship. It didn't last. No, you changed your mind about it. It wasn't enough for you in the end. You grew apart. It's okay. Still not a problem. Doesn't make you a failure. Have you made yourself a failure because of this relationship in the past, Scorpio? It feels to me that way. Now maybe this is why you're having this dry patch now. Be still a while. Just finding players, perhaps. Or just not what it is that you want, because you're still feeling guilty about this past relationship, of it not working. You're telling yourself it didn't work when it did. It did. So you need to be grateful for this relationship because it was a good one. So your definition of what makes a successful relationship needs to change, is what it feels like here. This is just it's success, but you got the Hanged Mute to change your mind about it. Discernment is behind that. You chose well in this person. So what have you been telling yourself about this, Scorpio? That you didn't choose well because it didn't last forever? Or that it's a wrongness, that your path grew apart, or that you learned and grew from the experience? How can that possibly be a wrongness? It can't possibly be a wrongness. What I'm looking at here is great energies for a relationship. It had stability, you chose well, you were a good match, and you grew from it and then left it. I don't see anything wrong in that at all. I think that's what relationships are about. Time. You're trying too hard. Give it time. Still feel like you are, or you are, telling yourself this story that it's wrong, that it went wrong, that you did wrong, that you were some kind of a failure in that. So you gave it time. Maybe you put a lot of time into that relationship and a lot of effort into that relationship, and you might be questioning yourself. It's like, well, can I even do marriage and relationships and long-term relationships if I couldn't do it with that one, because I spent a lot of time in it and a lot of effort in it, and practice gratitude. You see, that's what I was getting. You need to be grateful. Did I say it? I don't know whether I said it, but I was feeling it. You need to be grateful for this relationship. It was a good one. It's all good. It was a good one. Be grateful for it. It wasn't a failure. You need to stop telling yourself that. That definitely wasn't a failure, this one. Good relationship. See, the only way that you could make a relationship like this last forever is if you stopped growing, or if you gave yourself up and started going along the same path as them, or you gave your wishes up for your continued growth. You don't want to do that. No one wants to stop living. Caution. Caution, why? Perhaps in your line of thinking about it, healing. Okay, there's a fixing kind of thing here. Right, so you were in this relationship, you were putting the work in it, it was fruitful, but then when you started growing apart and you started changing your mind, then you probably tried to stay in it and fix it. And that's where the caution comes out. It's like, what you're doing. Nothing's gone wrong here. You've both grown. Why should one of you pull yourselves back from that growth? Or pull yourselves back from being yourselves? to be what the other wants to be. It makes no sense. If you're in a relationship and you've both grown from it and you grow apart, that's a beautiful thing. Sure, it's hard because of the attachment and stuff, but to let go, but it's a beautiful thing. If you've both grown into more of yourselves, which I'm getting that you did. This is saying that like nothing has gone wrong here. So the cautionary tale there is to then not try and stay in it and change the other person, get them to be on your path, or try and change yourself to be on their path and make it a wrongness that you've both grown into more of who you are and now you're not a match anymore because of it. That's not a wrongness at all. You helped each other get there, in fact. What else? Beauty. Some of you had kids with this person. It's a beautiful relationship. It is. Deception though, but you see, that's you feeling that you were deceived by it and you weren't. You manifested it. It was perfect. You chose it. It was a good choice. You grew things from it. You possibly had a family. Should be really grateful for it. It was a great relationship. Good for you. You had a successful relationship. Where was your heart at? Maybe you were younger as well when you got together. We don't really know ourselves when we're younger, do we? And we grow more into ourselves. Like, I wasn't fully myself when I was a teenager. Even when I got married when I was 26, I didn't know myself at all. We broke up when I was 30. Because already I was like, this isn't the direction that I'm going in. I was right. It totally wasn't the direction that I was going in. I needed to go off and do my thing. He wasn't supportive. He wasn't a match to that. He wasn't a match to be me and an entrepreneur. And I was an entrepreneur, but at the age of 30, broke up with him and became an entrepreneur because that's who I am, you know. And so he wasn't a match to that, and that's okay. Be supportive. Make a genuine effort to show you care. So you cared about this person. You wanted to support them. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. So you both did change. It's a beautiful thing. You both changed in the right direction. It's just different. I don't know why my ex-husband changed, or if he did or what. I don't know. But me, certainly, more into myself. Absolutely. I like to think now, age 51, I know myself so much better. So much better. Oh my God. So much better now that I would be able to, I'd have more of a chance of choosing a relationship that's right for me, that's a really good match for me for ongoing, because I wouldn't say that my life and myself is going to change that much from now on, but then I never know what other heights I'm going to reach, right? So yeah, but certainly looking back, I'm in a much better position now to choose someone that's actually right for me. I was clueless, even like 10 years ago I was clueless. I wasn't really choosing right for myself because I didn't know myself enough, and I really don't think that anyone does until they get older. So you chose good, and you manifested good with this one. You took a chance on it. It worked. What about your present, Scorpio? It was supportive to you as well. Okay, so I think that's about your past marriage. For a lot of you, let me know in the comments below. What about your present? You got the Page of Pentacles. You have like an opportunity or news coming in of a new kind of start, something tangible. Six of Pentacles, something that could be reciprocal. Perhaps in this dry patch, somebody is interested in you and you're interested in them. And you're like, oh no, it's another rerun of this. Scared of that, maybe. Maybe it isn't flowing just right. Well, we'll see. Page of Pentacles, there's an offer there though. Someone's interested in you. Tentative at the moment. Doesn't feel like you've got into it to me. It feels like you're attracted to someone, they're attracted to you. You know it, but you haven't gone for it yet. Page of Pentacles. But there's potential here because Six of Pentacles. So, someone who is single, independent, and has got a lot of clarity as well. Attracted to them, huh, Scorpio? Intrigued by them. I don't see any red flags here. It seems very good. You could be quite clear about them as well. You could be getting clearer about them as well, Scorpio. What's behind this? movement into balance. It would be a more balanced relationship for you, a more joyful relationship for you. What are you holding back for, Scorpio? Because I'm feeling like you're holding back. Reciprocal, so they've got plenty to give. Generous kind of a person. More on your level than past partners, perhaps. Got a lot in common here, but you see that there's reciprocation in this relationship. They like you as much as you like them, that kind of thing. You can offer as much in relationship as they can too. Why the Six of Pentacles? Why this reciprocation? We've got endings. Someone needs to cut something out. Pain is stopping them from doing that. A cycle needs to end, to close, before this reciprocation can come in. Whether that's you or whether that's them, someone needs to stop something, cut something out, end a cycle for a new cycle to start. That's why you're holding back. So you might be waiting for them to. Coming up as single independent. One of you is single independent, one of you perhaps not. It will be reciprocal, or the possibility of reciprocation is there once someone ends something. So you're either waiting for a person that you're interested in, that you could have a great relationship with, to end something, complete a cycle, or you're doing that yourself, Scorpio, before you can get into this relationship. Yeah, it did feel straight away like you've got your eye on someone, but it's not started. Letting go has got to be done first. Is that you, Scorpio, or is it them? Let me know in the comments below. Cross watchers as well. You know, it could be either way around here too. Present, Scorpio. Some choices to make, do you? Well, they do. Look inside yourself. Examine what is causing you to feel this way. And freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Someone isn't, is it you, Scorpio? Someone isn't making that change, doing that ending yet, cutting something out because of feelings, but there's nothing stopping you. So you're feeling like something is stopping you, or they are. The path is clear if you want it to be. So there's like this feeling of being bound to something that needs to end. But the path is clear. Just need to look inside of yourself to examine feelings. So it's all about feelings at the moment, Scorpio. Again, I'm getting this could be either way. It could be you or them. Someone needs to, both of you, I'm being told, both of you need to examine your feelings at the moment, whichever one it is. So the one that's waiting on the other one to end something also needs to examine their feelings too. Set themselves free from something. Feels to me like someone's got something more tangible to set themselves free from in their life, and the other one's got, they've both got emotional stuff to do. One's only got the emotional stuff to do, the other one's got tangible stuff to do. Detoxify. Talk less, feel more. So someone is talking, trying to resolve something instead of feeling and taking that leap for freedom. Detoxifying, letting something go that's toxic. So someone's in something that's toxic and it feels like they're trying to fix it, or make it okay to leave behind, instead of like talking it through, instead of feeling it and like, this is done, this is toxic, I need to get out of here. Me trying to continue on this line is making it worse. Someone's making a situation worse because they're not. Queen of Voices is ending something, cutting something out, completing a cycle. Ten of Voices is ending that pain. Someone is staying in the pain here, making it even more painful, like rubbing salt into a wound kind of thing, instead of going, it's wounded, need to walk away from this. A situation is getting more and more toxic, which is why that Detoxify card has come out, because of a persistence to be in it. So with you, Scorpio, and this person, we're looking like there's going to be a rosy future for you, but there's definite need for an ending before that can even happen. What else? Scorpio's presence. What else? Scorpio's presence. Balance. This is a balanced relationship, or it will be when you get into it. Very similar, these cards in energies. Page of Pentacles. There's an offer on the table there. It's a possibility. And I'm sure that you know that. You see that it's a possibility. And the Page of Pentacles there, standing on one leg in that tree pose, all about balance, right? Poised, ready. It seems so close to me, this, Scorpio. It seems like someone can set themselves free, and this is very imminent. As soon as they do that, whether this setting themselves free is imminent or not, though, I don't know. But as soon as that happens, this is on. A balanced relationship, reciprocal. These energies are very similar as well. But there's a fear of rejection going on as well. And perhaps in the person that is not this person, not the one that's cutting it out, waiting for the other one to cut it out, perhaps there's a feeling of rejection now because they're not cutting that thing out. Infidelity is a problem here, so that thing that they need to cut out could be another partner, old relationship. It's what it felt like to me, or something toxic. It could be an addiction or something like that, but I think for a lot of you it's another relationship, which is why infidelity is here on the table. So someone that doesn't want to be unfaithful, you don't want to be unfaithful, Scorpio, and so this has to wait until that's ended. Good for you. Too many. Let's try again. Okay, healing. Someone has some healing to do first from heartbreak. Okay, now this is the response to me just saying it feels imminent to me. When this ending happens, it will be on. This is the guide saying, I'm not quite clear, there needs to be a mending here, a healing from the heartbreak. So when the person stops persisting, trying to talk about this, trying to stay in this toxic situation that's getting worse, more and more toxic, when they let go, then there's healing that needs to do before you can come together. So before the balance comes in, it's going to be a little bit of time there. Well, I guess we'll find out. This one? I guess we'll find out in the future part of it. Hey, where's Scorpio's heart at right now? I love you. Wow. And spend quality time together. You want to be with them. You love them already. You might have had your eye on this person for a long time and you want to have this quality time with them. You want to get to know them. Listen, talk together, spend quality time together, and you know that this is going to be joyful and balanced and, yeah, beautiful. Balanced twice. This is really good. But there's a hurdle to it that needs to be gotten over first. Okay, so Scorpio, if that sounds like it is your story, it could be your story, you might want to get that deeper dive for the future part of this. I'm just going to do the same thing again, but for the future. Let's find out where this is going. If you're interested in that, I'll pop a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments as well. It's 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. So type your email address in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. The email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. Promotions is a Gmail thing. Check in that place first because it's often in there. Now, in that email, you'll see a link to Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Click on Scorpio, of course. You can click on the others if you've got any of those in your charts as well. And in that email, no, I've already told you that. In the PDF that you'll download from that email, there will be a picture of a video. When you click on the picture of a video, if it doesn't take you to a video right away, then just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Thank you so much for watching, Scorpio. Don't forget to click on the like button down there. Give me a thumbs up. Leave me a comment as well. Do you like this new format? Do you want me to keep going on it? Just say hello or let me know what's been going on in this relationship and what your circumstances are. I do love hearing from all of you. Click on the subscribe button with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update for the collective. I do these love card reads. I do pick a card reads as well, love reads. And I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. So come along to that sometime. You'll find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking on the Be Healing thing down there. Love to see you in there and give you a mini read. So Scorpio, if this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. And if you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This one's for you, cross watchers of Pisces as well, if you're interested in the Pisces. Now, I'm going to be doing a love reading here, past, present, future. The past part of it is some point in the past that has something to do with what's going on in your love life right now. So it doesn't necessarily have to do with the past with your person or the person that you've got your eye on. It could be a long ago past thing that has some kind of an emotional impact on you of what's going on at the moment. So keep that in mind when I'm going through the past part. And the present is about, of course, not just what's going on the surface of things in the present, it's about what's behind that too. Now the future is going to be in a deeper dive, in an extended reading. So if you find that the past and the present part is your story, you might want to get that. If that's the case, then toward the end of this reading I'll be popping a link for it up there. There's also a link in the description box and in the comments below. So let's get some general cards out for your Pisces first. About your love life, about what this reading is about. Give us something on Pisces. Dish the dirt on Pisces. You got some dirt around your Pisces? Ooh, that's good. We like that. You got the sunlight after darkness, Pisces. So things getting better after a dark time. So things have been hard. Been through some hard times. Some of you have been through loss, is what I've heard. Perhaps not loss in romantic relationships, but loss in life. Family, a loss in the family or something like that, or loss of business kind of thing. But hard times, yeah, it's caused emotional impacts for you. That's something. Life disrupted. Life could have been going on along in like a holding pattern, no, just consistently, and then suddenly everything was thrown up in the air, and you might have lost a few things along the way. Anyway, sunlight after darkness. So you've been through a dark period, and the sun's coming out. Vision. So it's for you to get focused on that vision of the sun coming out. Now, if it has been in romantic relationships, you've been having a hard time, maybe a spate of disappointing relationships, or even singledom with a lot of other stuff going on in your life, not a lot of joy going on in your life, then have a vision of, you know, a joyful, loving, happy life now, Pisces, instead of still imagining everything going wrong and being in that energy. You know, perseverance. Hang on in there, Pisces. Whatever's going on, hang on in there. Stay the course. It is going to get better. Wow. Okay, so tell us about the past. Pisces is past. Cross watchers, it might be the other way around for you. Just to keep that in mind as well. Might be talking about you, not them. Well, there's been a major, or there was a major ending that's leading to a rebirth, though. So it feels, I don't know, I just get this feeling, Pisces, that life could have been very same for some time. We're happy enough in it, and then the universe is like, Pisces is a little bit stagnant in that holding pattern there. Let's shake up the life a bit. Let's throw a tower at them, and then you lose something. It's like, oh my God, life's changed all of a sudden, dramatically, and it's, yeah, a lot going on. Not necessarily, it got you out of your comfort zone, didn't it? For sure, I'm feeling. But yeah, huge death and rebirth, huge transformation. Life changed completely for you. Tell us more. The past, Pisces past. What else? Is it just that, death and rebirth? No. Page of Swords. Someone paying attention to you with a lot of clarity. Someone had clarity. Okay, someone in your life at the time when this devastation was going on. You had someone around you that had a lot of clarity, that were focused on you. They might have even said, they might have even warned you. I'm getting a guide kind of feeling from this one. someone with clarity that told you that this was coming, or a friend saying to you, you're heading toward trouble here. Now, this could be kind of an addiction, kind of a thing. So this is just an example. It might not be addiction for you, but this is just an example. Say someone who's like drinking and partying too much or something like that, or taking drugs or whatever, and a friend saying to them, you know, and they seem happy enough, they're having a good time and all of that, but a friend says, you might just want to pull back on that a little bit because it, you know, could get you into trouble. And you're like, no, I'm good, I'm just having a good time, and then bam, suddenly something happens. It's that kind of a feeling. It feels to me like you had someone around you that had a lot of clarity. Now, if they warned you of this with that clarity, I mean, you kept on going headlong into it, you carried on as you were because you were comfortable enough, and I get it. We don't leave our comfort zones unless we've got a good reason to. This person might have pulled away from you. It could be very difficult because this is a clear friend or partner or someone with a clarity that was guiding you, and they were saying the right thing, but you didn't pay attention to that, and so you went headlong into this kind of a tower. I'm getting a tower from that death and rebirth tower moment. And if that's the case, that they will likely pull away from you at that point. You would kind of lose them as a friend or a partner because you carried on. If they had clarity, it just shows that you were at a different vibration, and when you hit that brick wall, they would have pulled away from you because they'd have realized, I had the clarity, I'm in a different place than they are. So we could be talking about someone that left you, a friendship or a romantic relationship, but someone left you when your life turned bad, and that could feel like, ouch, stab in the heart kind of thing. Oh, I'll lose everything and I'll lose you too. But what I'm getting from this is why you lost them is just that your vibrations were just so very different. They were already different when they were warning you about this. Your vibration was already different. You didn't have clarity about it, they did. And the difference in vibration was just extremely clear once you actually hit that wall. That's what it's about. And so if this has really caused you a lot of pain, which I am guessing it did, I mean, it would have felt like another blow, a very hard blow after maybe a series of blows, and that's what I'm feeling for you, is that you had a series of blows and then someone left you. Ouch. Death and rebirth. So what is this? The sun. Yeah, it appeared that you were happy, and then suddenly bam. But it wasn't true happiness. That's the thing. I do feel like there was something, we were warned about it, there was something you weren't seeing. It was, you were just in a comfort zone. It wasn't happiness. It was just a comfort zone. True happiness isn't being in a stagnant comfort zone. It is, you know, life is exciting, like a lot of things happening when you're in that abundance kind of thing. When we're just like content enough because life is stable, that's more like a depressed state of being, not true happiness. The sun card is about true happiness. Is when your inner child is just like whooping, you know, you're jumping up and down with excitement. Not that we can hold that energy up all the time, but when life is like that, there's a lot flowing, you know, a lot of change happening and a lot of great things, one good thing after another. And the darkness is one bad thing after another, right? It's the opposite of that. So I'm just getting this feeling that you were in this content enough place and you were telling people that you were happy. And, you know, if people asked you how you were, you say, I'm happy. That wasn't the truth. And I don't know whether you could actually see the truth that, no, actually you weren't happy, you were depressed. And I think the person with clarity was telling you that, or trying to tell you that, or just kind of hinting at it, like, be careful. Yeah, it is. It's like someone. It's like an addict who. I'm not saying that you were, but it's like an addict that says that they're happy and that, you know, they're just doing those drugs or whatever because they're happy and all of that. But you can tell that they're not. You know, people don't do that when they're happy. What's behind that? integration. So there's something that you didn't want to see that was going on. You weren't truly happy. So you were thrown into a step up. Your partner or your friend here could see it coming. They warned you. You didn't pay attention to that. And then not only did the thing happen, but you lost them as well. Not as a vengeful thing, just as a, yeah, we're really not in the same vibration. If they've got the clarity on that, it could be that they've been through something similar and that's why they could see it. But if they're fully out of it, the lesson that you were for them could have just been to show them that they are truly free of it now. And that's when they'll break away from you. Oof. So they had clarity on it. The devil and the moon. It felt like a judgment to you. It felt like they were judging you. Or like calling you out on something. You didn't know why they were doing that. It would have hurt even more then, right? When they were right. When it did happen, what they were saying. Or if they were just saying you're heading into trouble kind of thing. But it felt to you like they were calling you out. Judging you. That it was a harsh judgment kind of thing. You're like, no, but I'm happy. And then, yes, and then it all went terribly wrong, didn't it? On many fronts. Okay. So, wow, heavy. Pisces. What's behind this? So I think it's just like a low-level kind of depression that you weren't really noticing. Sexual energy, so a partner, and turn the back on you. Didn't know why I didn't get it, why they suddenly turned to negative person in your mind, and that's not what's happened. It's just someone that is in a more positive vibration, realizing that they're in a more positive vibration and pulling away. It's not a negative thing to do, but I get if it's done to you, it's going to feel negative for sure. Okay, tell us more for Pisces in this past. Playfulness. You had fun with them. Laughter is the best therapy. You were having fun. That's the thing. You were having fun. And I feel like your partner here, they knew it wasn't fun. They could feel that it wasn't fun anymore. They could feel this isn't fun. You know, you might have been drinking together or doing drugs together. It could be an addiction like that. But it's that kind of thing. It's just like an example like that. They're like, no, this isn't healthy. They're seeing that. But you're like, no, but we're having fun and we're all good and I'm happy. They were realizing they're not happy and it doesn't come from that place. It reminds me of, I quit drinking for a few months each year, but I'd quit drinking for, when was that? A few years ago. I quit drinking for, I don't know, 3 or 4 months, I think it was. And I went back to drinking, as I do each time, but it changes, you know. It changed that time. I was very aware of my drinking. I didn't want to start drinking again for like social anxiety that I used to drink for. I wanted it just be for good times and, you know, celebrations and stuff. Anyway, then when I was around certain people, I was noticing, this is different. This is drinking because I'm actually uncomfortable around them. And there's a not toxicity, but a discomfort in the situation that was making me want to drink, rather than other situations where I was just happy and comfortable whether I had a drink or not, but I was choosing to drink. Very different. And that's when I pulled away from those people and I stopped drinking with them. It wasn't that I stopped drinking completely, but I do every now and then. But I just stopped drinking with them because it was a kind of this energy, kind of depressed, kind of I'm uncomfortable around these people. So it makes me want to drink more when I'm with them. It's not about fun. It appears that it's like having fun together, but it's not. This is not actually fun. This is just feeling a low energy and then trying to get back to normal by drinking, and I don't want to do that. So it could be something like that. It could have been, it doesn't have to be about drinking, but that's just my experience. So that's kind of what I'm feeling, how I can translate these energies. It could be anything. It could be like eating or something. It's just like whatever your thing is that comes out, you know, when you're feeling a little bit depressed like that. And so if you were bringing your energy up with that, they were up there and then being brought down there and trying to, it's just, yeah. Might have felt like fun to you, didn't feel like fun to them, and they might have voiced this to you, but it doesn't feel like with these cards that you took it well. I don't think anyone would take it well, you know, because they're calling you out. It would feel like judgment and calling you out on it. Trust all will be well. Yeah, it does feel like the one with the clarity was trusting you kind of thing, but having to leave you to it, to figure it out by yourself. And you've probably done that. Maybe doing it a little bit more with this window of awareness on that past situation. Hopefully, anyway, hopefully my readings help. Let me know in the comments below. Patience. This was happening over a long period of time. The lead up to this wasn't short. It might have felt that this Tower moment came out of the blue, but these cards are saying no. No, this was something that was going on for a long time. What else? So the universe has shaken you up and gone, we'll take this away. We'll thrust change upon Pisces, and it'll feel bad for a while, but then it'll get better. So someone had influence on you. Yeah, it's your person here. They had an influence on you. They were trying to tell you, but very much differences between you. Differences in your vibration. They pulled away from you. Grown apart kind of thing if you were in alignment before that. Giving and risk. The person could have stuck around giving to you until it was impacting them too much. Before it became too risky for them. So, I know you probably don't want to hear this, but you're probably bringing them down. Okay, not that you meant to. It's just where you were at. It's a difference of vibration. So, your heart, act as if your partner is here. You're in denial. Once they left, you thought they were going to come back. You thought it was going to go back to the way it was. It didn't. It isn't. And it wasn't. Right? So act as if your partner here. So you very much didn't want to admit or accept that they're gone. And yeah, you thought it was going to go on as usual. Very much in a holding pattern, weren't you? And wanted that to continue that way. Right. I was just getting something else then. Yeah. Okay, let's go to the present now. Whew, what's going on for you right now, Pisces? I hope you're coming out of this energy. Two of Swords. Well, now you've got confusion of what choices to make to move forward. And Knight of Cups. You've got a romantic proposal thing. So somebody, you've got your eye on, they've got their eye on you perhaps, and I'm wondering if you're asking yourself, are you truly ready for this? Two of Swords. Why the Two of Swords? Because this is about not having a choice to make, but you don't really have the information. You don't really think that you can make the choice. Like, she's blindfolded there. She's like, I have no clue what to do. Two of Swords. Why the Two of Swords for Pisces at the moment? Seven of Voices. Is this straight up? Is this person being deceptive? Am I deceiving myself? Am I ready? Am I not ready? So you could have been really reeling from this. It's got the sunlight after darkness, so things are getting better. After a very difficult time, persevere in that. But I think this is saying, if someone new is turning up now, you're like, am I truly ready for this, or am I still a little bit shell-shocked from everything that's gone on? Wounded, you know, you will be shaken by what's gone on. Yeah. So I'm not sure whether you're deceiving yourself in that readiness for this Knight of Cups here. What's behind this is slow but steady. So just take your time, Pisces. Take your time. No rush. Don't need to rush into a relationship. But here's the Knight of Cups proposing something. So they want. But you're still heartbroken. Not ready. Yeah, because if you're questioning yourself, that means that you're not ready, right? Otherwise, we wouldn't question ourselves if we were ready, would we? Whoop. What's behind that? Emotional release. You've still got the emotions to come out. There's still stuff you haven't felt. And it can be hard when we're going through like all of it like that. We don't want to. We want to drink and we want to do things like that to lift us out of that feeling. We don't want to dwell in that feeling and feel it all. But we're not truly healed and out of heartbreak, out of this Three of Swords energy, until we've felt those feelings. We've let all those tears come out. We've let that pain come out until we've truly let ourselves feel it. Yeah, it just depends whether you're ready to do that, Pisces, or if it's still a bit too much for you. Pisces, I've got Pisces family, I've got Pisces friends, and you, the criers. You cry a lot, Pisces. And so it surprises me that this hasn't happened, but maybe you need to cry some more. Who'd ever thought I would say that to a Pisces, but maybe you need to cry some more. Ow, you've been through a lot here, Pisces. And it feels like you're not ready for a relationship right now, but there someone is. Let's find out more about where Pisces is at right now. This? Pisces. Pisces. Too many. Pisces. Okay. Now I'm getting that you haven't truly let this past person go as well. Something else for you to do. Deep in your heart, you already know the answer. Do what feels right. You haven't truly let this person go in the past, by the way. I'm feeling it now. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. No rush into it, Pisces. Soon to come your way, and that's okay. Have patience with yourself. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. Yeah, there's a process to go through here first, Pisces, and first you have to let go of this person in the past. It's not been done yet, is what I'm hearing. What else for Pisces? Release control. Just go with the flow of it all, Pisces. The universe will take you there. And unleash your kindest self. Be really kind to yourself. Don't push yourself into this. Don't berate yourself for not being ready yet. Especially if someone's right there and you might be going like, what's wrong with me? Yeah, you very well could be in that kind of state now. What's wrong with me? And I just got a flashback in energy then when I was with a narcissist, but I was asking myself what's wrong with me, and I actually hit myself. I remember hitting myself when I was in that energy, and I was in a dark place then. There was actually nothing wrong with me. It was the situation and the person that I was with, but I was taking it on too much. So, but just be really kind to yourself and don't beat yourself up. Release control of this and go with the flow. This is an emotional, it's like the grief process. It is the grief process. You need to just go through that and be gentle with yourself as you go through that. An emotional process, you know. What else for Pisces in the present? Control. Release control again. You can't control this. You can't push yourself into it. You can't decide that you're ready for this relationship. You might think that this relationship is what will heal you kind of thing. That's never the case. You'll heal yourself first and then get into a healthy relationship. If you get into a relationship to try and heal you, it's not going to be a good one. Pisces, so release control and just go through this process. Right now your heart is guarded. You're asking yourself that question. Am I really ready for this? No, you're not. The answer is no, you're not ready for it. Your heart is still guarded. Still got some healing to do. Trust. Trust in the process. Trust in the universe as well. It's got you. Taking you through this process for a reason. You're going to come out better at the end of it. You got naughtiness here. So there's a bit of a quirk going on in you at the moment, as of like a little bit of rebellion kind of thing, a little bit of naughtiness coming out there in your energy at the moment. Nice little twist there. What about your heart, Pisces? Where's your heart at the moment? Spiritual connection. You're feeling a spiritual connection, not with this one. This is a potential of someone you can develop a relationship with. You're feeling a spiritual connection with this past person still. Because it goes beyond this lifetime. The connection that you got with this past person isn't an ongoing relationship for this lifetime, is what I'm getting. It's served its purpose. You were a match at the time and it served its purpose. And you got similar lessons going on, but they did it first. You're kind of following them, but I'm not getting that this is a relationship that is going to come back and be a match. You've got new ahead of you. But yes, you do have a spiritual connection with that person. You're meant to come into each other's lives. And maybe you'll be friends later on in life with that person and allow that spiritual connection to be just that. But this act as if your partner's here, this sexual energy and all of that, I believe you're still feeling very connected with that person in the past in a more romantic way than they are, and than is possible in this lifetime. Perhaps next lifetime, huh? Pisces, there you go. Wow, what a heavy reading for you guys. I hadn't realized you guys were going through this. I'm sorry to hear that, but I hope that helped you out. Do you want the future part of it? Do you want to know what's coming up in your future? Give you a bit of hope, hopefully, Pisces. Anyway, if you do, I'll pop a link for it up there, that deeper dive read. There's a link in the description box and in the comments below. It's just 20 Australian dollars, which is about 15 American dollars right now. It's an instant watch kind of a thing. Type your email address in very carefully, otherwise you're not going to receive it. Now, the email might end up in your inbox, but it might end up in your spam, your junk, or your promotions folder. So check in those places. Promotions is a Gmail thing, by the way. In that email, you will see a link to Cancer, to Scorpio, to Pisces. Click on Pisces, of course. You can click on the others as well and watch those if you've got some of those in your chart too, and you're interested in those. You're connected with those, the readings as well. And when you download the PDF from that email, you will see in that PDF a picture of a video. When you click on that, if it doesn't take you right away to a video, then just try it on a different device and it will. So there you go. Pisces. I almost said Pisces and then I corrected myself to Scorpio, but I was right in the first place. Tying myself in knots. There you go. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click like on this video down there. Leave a comment as well. What's going on? What happened to you? Oh no. Or just say hello. Let me know if you like this format of the readings as well. If you want me to keep going with this, Pisces, if it's helpful, let me know. I'd love to hear from you. Click on that subscribe button along with that notification bell down there to hear more from me. I do a daily energy update every single day of the year. I do these love reads for the star signs. I do love pick a card reads as well, and I go live 3 times a week in my Psychic Cafe show where I give mini reads for donations. So I would love to see you in there, Pisces, sometime and give you a mini read. Find the next show laying in wait on my YouTube channel by clicking Be Healing down there. So there you go, Pisces. If this is where you're leaving me, good luck with all of this. If you're coming with me to the deeper dive, then I'll see you in there very shortly.